Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, art history enthusiasts and visual culture aficionados. It's me again, Miss M, and I'm back with another video. And here we are. Here we are at my homepage here. Again, just to let you know that you're in the right place. And I only did one video last week. It was a busy week. I didn't have time to do more than one, and I feel bad about that, but here we are. It was a horrible week. Nothing tragic happened, but I was just up to my eyeballs in work. So I simply couldn't find the free time to climb up on here and talk about anything. But, so here we are. I've got these videos that I do have. I think about 25 of them so far. Mind you, I only started this about 2 months ago. So, and yes, I'm still enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying it. The stuff that I have done. This is the last video that I uploaded. Art Talk, What in Jesus' Name? There it is. I'm very proud of that one. But it was the last one I uploaded. And I haven't done an exorcist video. I haven't done an intro to any of the ancient cultures video in some time. I haven't done a Shining video or a Hunter video. But I will pick it back up again. These things, I know they sound and look very slapdash, and I guess they are, but they do take a little bit of time to prep and to kind of figure out what I want to talk about. And today, or tonight, whatever, I don't even know what I want to talk about. I mean, I have an idea. Yes, I have my little tabs lined up. No Wikipedia this time. Oh, now you've seen it already. Doesn't matter. But no Wikipedia this time. Just me talking. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we shall see. What do I want to talk about today? I don't even know what it is that I really want to talk about. I mean, I'll figure out a title, and I'll figure out something to put in the description. I mean, I will know when I'm done, but I don't know right now. I'm basing this particular video, whatever it's going to be called, on this that I found on Instagram, this post on this adorable account. It's called Useless Diploma. And hey, don't we all have at least one? Don't we all have at least one useless diploma? I have a couple. But this post here, it spoke to me. It spoke to me. And what it's by, this person here. They posted, so I guess, on Instagram too. And it says here, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And they have two images here. Okay? On the right, you've got some other person's post that has a caption for this image. It says 4th century BCE Greek mug, the Etruscan Museum of Villa Giulia. And then on the right, you got a Scooby-Doo mug. And then this person commented, this person who calls themselves Ruffian Gruff, he said, people thousands of years from now will think we worshipped Scooby-Doo. And then Useless Diploma chimes in, some do worship Scooby-Doo. Maybe they do. And this is a very interesting thing that this, whoever this is, I guess the account that did the comparison post is called Across the Ages Pod. The Greek dog mug, right? And then the Scooby-Doo mug next to it. And Ruffian Gruff makes this I don't know what to call it. Is it an observation? No, not really. It's a prediction or a musing or I don't know. But is that how it works? People thousands of years from now will think we worshipped Scooby-Doo. Now, there's a lot going on in that statement. And a lot going on in these two pictures side by side together. Okay? There's a whole bunch. And it's difficult to unpack, as they say. It's difficult to figure out why this is so interesting. It's one of those things where it's hard to figure out. Well, I guess maybe what I'm zeroing in on personally is the word worship. What does that word mean? And you know, I do all these videos where I talk about religion and art because it's in my opinion, absolutely integral component to art. We wouldn't have one without the other. I think I've already talked about how I kind of organize everything. Language comes before art. Religion comes before art. Is a product of both language and religion and language are related. They're all related. None of those can exist without the other one. In my opinion. And now, people thousands of years from now will think we worshipped Scooby-Doo. If that's true, if people thousands of years from now do end up thinking that we worship Scooby-Doo, would they be wrong? That's the question. And I know this sounds like it doesn't make a one shred of sense, but that's okay. I'm not here to make sense. I'm here to just, talk about stuff, think about stuff. Those people thousands of years from now who might assume that we worship Scooby-Doo, would they be right or wrong? I don't know. There's no easy answer to that question because we now, thousands of years, thousands of years, or at least, a couple thousand of years, after this thing was made, allegedly, according to this caption. When we look at this, when art historians look at this, when archaeologists look at this, we assume that they made this mug from, the Greeks, the ancient Greeks. We assume that they made this Greek ancient mug depicting an image of a dog or a dog's head. We assume they did this for a reason. We assume that they did it for an important reason. Does it have to do with mythology? Does it have to do with religion? Does it? And the reason I say mythology or religion is because of this word here, worship. So, can we apply that to Scooby-Doo? Or, is there something about this Scooby-Doo image and cartoon character and show and the whole thing, and all the other ones too, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, who else? The Simpsons, South Park, all the other cartoon characters. Is there something about that we're missing? That we're not paying attention to? That we should? What's going on? And what's really, not just what's going on, but what's really going on with stuff like that. I did a whole video about Poole and Marianella's work with the religiously themed or religiously styled Barbies. Do check that out. I might make that, on my end screen for this video. I might link to this one just to remind you. And you know what's not just what's going on the surface, but what's really going on with Scooby-Doo, with Bugs Bunny, with Daffy Duck, with Tom, Jerry, Eric Cartman, the Futurama cast of characters on that show. You know, there's a bunch of them. What's really going on? For some, like, should we be taking it more seriously than we are? And I'm not talking about in any particular direction. Or, you know, I'm not talking about the way things like that are already politicized and already ideologized. I hope that's a real word. I'm talking about the way we analyze ancient art. Should we analyze current, modern-day art the same way we analyze stuff from ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Rome, and etc., and so on and so forth. The Mayas, the Incas, the Aztecs, you know, ancient Asian cultures, whatever, you know, ancient cultures in China, Japan, Africa, Oceania, Native American cultures, you know, like North America. Or should we be looking at Scooby? Or Bugs Bunny, or like I said, whoever, whatever, the same way we look at those things, academically, intellectually, etc. This is a question that I have, because you can go to the Metropolitan Museum's website. I did this. I put in the word dog. It says 5,233 results when I search the word dog. And 5,140, look at this, 5,140 of those results are works of art that feature images of dogs. And there's just, you know, if you scroll down, you'll see, and they're all pretty old. All right? You have to click on each and every one to see exactly what culture it's from, what time period, what place on planet Earth, and whatever. But look at the dates. 1775 to 1780. 1880. What's the other, like, really old ones? 7th to 9th century. 7th to 9th century. 9th to 8th century. You know, 1850 to 1700 BC. Wait a minute. This one, early 17th century. These porcelain figures, stoneware, copper alloy, polychrome terracotta body, glass eyes, leather collar, and metal chain. This one, wow. Okay, so somebody went to a great deal of trouble in all of these different cultures. This is an amulet. Wow. A recumbent dog. Amulet. This is a picture of a human with a dog. This is a cosmetic dish in the shape of a dog. It's made out of bone, which makes me think that it might be very... Oh yeah, 1550 BC. Yeah, so it's pretty old. Reclining dog. Artist. Okay, and there's more. There's more. Bronze statuette of a dog. Proto-cuneiform tablet with seal impressions, administrative account of barley distribution with cylinder seal impression of a male figure hunting dogs and boars. 3,100 years BC is the date. So, was Ruffy and Gruff that far off the mark? I don't think so. Ruffy and Gruff, whoever this person is, I don't know them. But whoever they are, they're onto something. They really are. something that we refuse to discuss about our current modern culture that we're living in and experiencing and contributing to, each in our own little way, right now. We refuse to discuss this. Why? That's always been my question. Like, why? Why? So, I don't have a fully formed opinion of this, but I do believe it warrants further discussion and thought and investigation, and we need to get to the bottom of this. This is very important. It doesn't seem very important. Oh, it's just a picture of a dog. Yeah, but why? Why? Why bother? Why bother making this mug, this in Greece, ancient Greece, this dog-shaped mug? And why bother making the Scooby-Doo mug? In whenever this thing was made, the 80s, whenever, right? Now, maybe a couple of years ago, who knows? What is up? And please, oh dear, Instagram is dangerous. But, the comments are interesting, right? Useless Diploma's comment, he's contributing to this discussion, and I assume it's a he. It's probably it might be a collection of people. I don't know, but do we worship images? I think we do, and my question is why. My question is why. Because we go through a lot of trouble. We spend a lot of money. We devote a lot of time to the creation of these things and the acquisition of these things and the display of these things and so on and so forth. What's going on psychologically? What's going on culturally? What's going on, again, worship, religiously, spiritually? I don't know. But that's why I'm here to ask these questions, and which made me think of this. If you're you're from a certain generation, this question, they forgot the question mark. Okay, never mind. But, says here, do you remember wax fruit? Question mark. Do you? Do you? It used to be everywhere. In the average American home, you could find some of it. It would be positioned, or displayed rather, in the living room, on the coffee table, on a bookshelf, on top of the television. Televisions used to be very big and boxy, so, some people would decorate by putting something right on top of and the televisions used to look like they were made of wood. They had wood paneling, and some of them were very intricately carved, and they took up space, these things. And to, I guess, put an accent on that TV, somebody would get a bowl of this wax fruit and just plop it down right on top of the TV set. Quite fitting, if you ask me. But, if it wasn't there, then it was maybe on the kitchen table or the dining room table as a decoration, a bowl, or some kind of arrangement of wax fruit. And you've got it here. Look, a pear, a couple of apples, an orange, some bananas, a couple of lemons. Got some green grapes over here, and then purple grapes. I think those are purple grapes. They're here, peeking out from behind all of this. And all in this kind of milk glass, white bowl. Whew. Do you remember wax fruit? It was everywhere. It was ubiquitous. 60s, 70s, 80s even. And then it kind of fell out of favor. And everybody started getting rid of their wax fruit. There's even that famous episode of the I Love Lucy show where she and Ricky go to Ricky's boss's house for dinner, and they get there late, and Lucy's so hungry that she sees a bowl of fruit on the table in these people's home, and she picks it up and she bites into it because it's indistinguishable from a real apple. She bites into it, and her teeth, she opens her mouth too wide, and her teeth get stuck, and they can't pry the wax apple from her mouth. And it's all very funny. Shout out to a really good YouTuber who covers classic TV shows, Rick9G. Might even put a link to his channel because he does a really good job of talking about these old shows, and one of his specialties seems to be I Love Lucy. But that was one of the episodes. So this fruit that she, in the world of this story and this show, that apple that she picked up, to her it was indistinguishable from a real one. And yeah, some of these wax fruit jobs, oh, they were very good. They were very realistic. Some of them very obviously fake, like these grapes, but others quite realistic. And then I looked this up and I said, whatever happened to wax fruit? So, it says here, please. Oh God. It says in this article, which I will link to, I always link to everything that I put in my video. This is called thetakeout.com, the website, and the title of the article is, Please Don't Decorate Your Home with Realistic Fake Food. I thought I saw my last plastic apple in a bowl years ago, but I was wrong. So, and then they show what to me looks like a Baroque still life featuring beautiful food, fruit, grapes. This looks like some citrus here, a knife to cut it with, some raspberries in a very similar bowl. My goodness. And this bowl is very similar to this milk glass bowl here. But anyway, the raspberries, and I see what look like a couple of, I don't know what those are, nectarines, maybe peaches. Or this might be a pomegranate, who knows. And then we've got a fig over here, and then we got some purple grapes in the background, and green grapes, and this might be a very, that purplish blue color for a plum, and we've got the stems, and we've got a worm, or a caterpillar, or whatever this is. And then we've got this urn over here, which I don't know what this urn is for, and I don't know what artist did this painting rather, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Baroque. It's fine art photographic. I could be wrong. Might be no, this is not Spanish. This is not the Baroque in Spain. This is the Baroque in Northern Europe. So, the Netherlands, right? The Netherlands and Belgium, or at that time, I think they were still known as Flanders, so Flemish art. And so we've got this urn decorated. And, well, looky here. Doesn't that look like a dog to you? I didn't even peep that. But when I chose this article and I said, oh, okay, here's some fruit, I can talk about this. But I did not notice this dog here. So there he is. The dog. And the dogs, and I think this is a dog here too, and they seem to be focused. They're both turned towards this fruit, looking at it. And this is a still life. Okay, still lifes very often feature food in Northern Europe. In the Flemish part of the Baroque, it was a way of showcasing your wealth. If you had a beautiful painting done by a pretty well-known artist of this beautiful, sumptuous-looking food, right? And this article goes on. Stop. If you're decorating your home and you pick up a plastic piece of fruit and think this would look great in a cut glass bowl, put it down and back away. In the same way that time quarantining at home motivated some people to clean up their space and Marie Kondo their belongings, New York Times writer Emma Griot now reports that maximalism is making a comeback and fake food home decor is part of it. Griot describes the home decor trend as one that embraces patterned color and ornamentation. Some examples of popular food decor: charcuterie and cheese candles, fake cakes, and spilled wine glasses. Yes, spilled wine glasses like the ones used at furniture stores to show that the fabric is stain resistant. And gelatin salad lamps. So you can go ahead and read the rest of this article. I don't think it's behind a paywall or anything. Now they're talking about it in the context of the transition away from minimalism to maximalism. I don't know whether or not that means anything. But again, they're not addressing something. They put this here, and like I said, I believe this is from the Baroque. I have no way of verifying that, at least not right now. So this has been with us for quite some time. Pictures, artists making pictures of food have been around just as long, maybe even longer than artists making pictures of dogs. And, yes, I remember wax fruit. So what's going on? What's going on? And I think that this writer is quoting the New York Times. They're quoting this. I can't be sure because is it behind a paywall? Yeah, Emma Griot. Yeah? Okay. So you can, yes, I will link to this. Right? Fake food is trendy again. In the world of home decor, maximalism is back, and with it, tchotchkes that were once regarded as kitschy or quaint. The first time I tried to look at this article, it wouldn't let me. It said I had gone over my monthly limit for free reading. So just in case, the Indian Express seems to have parroted or just copied and pasted this from the New York Times. So, feel free. I'll put both links so you can try both of them. But what's going on? That's what I want to know. What's going on? Oh, these are candles. How darling. Oh. Yeah, well, at least they're functional. Okay. Emma. Is that her name? Emma. Oh, is this a walnut? Oh, and it's a fly. This is cute. If this is that artist who's doing the fake food sculptures, this is marvelous. Just marvelous. I would love to have this in my home. I have a distaste for wax fruit because, yes, I was around when it was still popular. But now, I don't know. I just don't know. Here it is again, the same. A still life. Well, here we go. A still life with a marble banana, a marble cherry, and a marble... Oh, it's a hazelnut. Well, marble hazelnut sold by John Darien, a pear and lemon candle from Serraria in Trona sold by East Fork, and a clay apple candle holder and clay lemon candle holder made by Anna Maria Morris in New York. Well. What's going on? Jello salad lamps. I would love to see one of those. But we don't have the time. And I didn't prepare. Oh, and I would love to see a nice cake. A nice fake cake. Gee, they already had... if you look on Amazon, you could find like candles in the shape of donuts and stuff. So, there's that. But well, I'll go back to this image, which is really interesting. And I love the way they photographed it. Very reminiscent of this year. So in Northern European art, if you had a very luxurious looking spread of food in a painting, that was called pronk. Okay? And if it was more modest food, like just, bread and nothing special, that was called, I think that was called unbaichi. I hope I got that right. I hope you can, don't quote me, but look it up on your own if it interests you. So the point of that, again, during the Baroque in Northern European society, was to celebrate their wealth. And there was plenty of wealthy people, and that was their way of reminding themselves how well they had done financially. Also, a lot of paintings of the interiors of homes, and in many cases, very stealthily, including religious ideas and religious materials. These fruits, I promise you, you can find encyclopedias if you look for them in libraries and what have you. You can find encyclopedias that list ever so many different items from, the plant world, right? Flowers, herbs, trees, etc., and fruit, all the different kinds of fruit, vegetables, animals, etc. And each of these things has a meaning. It's just like a dictionary, but it's a dictionary of, basically, where is it? There he is. Iconography. It's a dictionary or an encyclopedic kind of collection of information that categorizes and defines for the reader what each and every item means when it's found in a work of art, at least during a certain period of history and a certain, a specific location geographically. And many of these things have to do with religion or mythology. Or both. Bread, come on now. Apples, come on now. Fish, hello. I'm making this video during Lent. Lent. Make of that what you will. So, dogs. Everywhere. Barley distribution. Administrative account of barley distribution. This is why writing was created, by the way, to keep track of stuff, to keep track of inventory and wealth and, amounts of barley and animals and whatever was considered wealth, because they didn't have money at this time in history. Their stuff was their money. Okay? Can we say the same now? Yes and no. Yes and no. But, so barley distribution with cylinder seal impression of male figure, hunting dogs and boars. So that cylinder seal impression with the male figure, hunting dogs and boars, probably represents the owner or one of the parties that were effectively signing a contract or a bill of sale or something like that with regard to this barley. Okay? I hope that doesn't confuse things. But, you guys, I would love for this video to start some kind of discussion. Why do we worship wax fruit? Why do we worship cartoon characters? Why do we worship celebrities? This past week, that thing happened at that awards ceremony. The slap heard around the world. Why? And everybody had something to say. The internet was abuzz over that. Why? What happened? What really happened? That's what I always want to know. So anyway, you guys, I think I've talked enough about art that includes images of cartoon characters and, whatever this is, and wax fruit, and whether or not it's kitschy and in poor taste to put a bowl of wax fruit on your coffee table in the living room And what does it all mean? What are we really worshiping? And what is worship anyway? Do we know? Just like I talked about the word art. Do we really know what that word means? We have some idea, but we can't be sure. Same thing with a lot of words, including the word worship. And don't ever forget that the meanings of words change over time or can be altered, or just, flat out changed out, one meaning for another. And the people who make these decisions, we don't even know. We don't even know how this happens, but it does. So anyway, I'm gonna cut myself off before I get too weird about this. So at this point in the video, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you for watching, and urge you to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you know somebody who would enjoy watching this. I haven't solved any issues. I haven't solved any problems with this video, and this is bugging me. I might come back to this subject in the future. But for now, this is about all I can do at this moment. I will, I'll talk at you for some reason in the future. I will get on the ball soon and start working again on Exorcist, Shining, Hunter Biden. My next intro to ancient cultures art video will be the cultures of the cultures of the Aegean, the Cycladic, the Minoan, the Mycenaeans. I'll do that one. And then after that one, it'll probably be Greece, then Rome, and you know what I'm going to do. And I really want to review Hereditary, that horror movie. I might even review maybe Twilight Zone's episode or something like that. We shall see. But I'm back. I'm back after a week of being up to my eyeballs in cleaning, washing, dusting, and work. And, too much. But, I'm back. So, once again, thank you. And I think I've talked enough. I think I've said enough. I've said enough nothing for one video. So until next time, you guys, I will go ahead and bid you bye-bye. So, bye-bye, everybody.